Welcome into another episode of the Simple Mind Sports Show as we talk all the latest and greatest in Boston sports. And today we want to talk about the Drake Maye show needs to smarten up, and the Celtics are primed to shock the world because that's what we're going to be talking about. Oh, fuck, he's here. God damn it, he's here. Well, Richard, go, buddy. We're on. We're live. Let's go.
What's up, you fucking cunt?
Yeah, Bobby. What's up?
Hi. Doing just fine.
Oh, Ray's having trouble, is he?
No.
Wouldn't you know it?
Yeah, put those glasses on. You look way better.
What glasses?
The ones that are behind you.
Oh, I only use those to blind me from your mother's cum.
Why are you being mean to me? I was nice to you. It was
That's true. You were very nice. You were very nice. Oh, is that water? Good for you. You were very nice.
Thank you.
You were very nice. Here I am, 8:21.
On the dot.
We're live too, so your show is yours, buddy.
Oh, great! What a fucking wonderful start.
Yes.
You started this with you started the show with your screen just black and spinning with a spinning wheel of death.
Bobby, was this true?
No, it seemed normal to me.
Why was nobody talking?
We were talking.
Oh, I heard nobody talking.
It's okay, baby. Don't worry. Just it's all yours now.
You heard me. I came in making fun of you, but you just allowed that to happen. I did not hear you talking. It was a spinning black wheel of death.
I don't see color.
Welcome to Simple Mind Sports Show, Friday Rewind. Here we are live, Tuesday, October 21st. Drake Maye show needs a little smartening up, and the Celtics are primed to shock the world. We're going to do some opening takes as we always do, and I'm going to go first here this evening. I'm going to start Celtics as I assume my co-hosts are going to move on to the football spectrum. I'm going to move into the basketball world as that season kicks off. The Celtics, everything inside me tells me it's going to be bad this year, but I want to tell you, they're in a prime position to strongly set themselves up for future success, future championship run success. And I think this season could really cement themselves for how well they do moving forward. So I'd like to talk about that and all the players involved as the Celtics season gets kicked off tomorrow night as we record live here on Tuesday against the 76ers, in which Joel Embiid and Paul George, I assume, are not playing because I think they're both retiring on injury reserve. We'll see. Bobby, your opening take.
Certainly. New England Patriots now 5 wins. They only need to go 5-5 for 10 wins for the rest of the season. Didn't see this coming. Drake Maye has been playing so well that I'm not even I can't even really believe that it's happening. And it poses an interesting question. If he's going to play the rest of the season this good, do the Patriots literally have to consider going all in while they have him on his rookie contract to try and go for it all now? He's playing so well. I didn't see this coming. It is. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. In some ways, it seems like it's a little bit smoke and mirrors with the plays that they're making for these touchdowns. But he's playing so well, and it's fun to watch.
I hate everything about that conversation, including the sponsor by Jordan hat and the Under Armour conflict. Ray, your opening take.
Thank you there, Richard. The trade deadline for the NFL is November 4th. Patriots need to make some deals, and I don't think it's on the offensive side of the ball. I got into a text exchange with Richard today. It shouldn't be on the robots. And the robots, because ChatGPT is my friend. Safety, corner, and linebacker in that order. They need to hit 2 out of the 3. Shore up this defense, shore up the depth on this defense, because I think that's the one spot on this team that is not living up to expectations. So use draft assets, whatever you got to do. Secondary is weak on this defense, and go and get some help.
Certainly going to talk a lot of Patriots Titans reaction today. The blind spots that this team is giving fools like Bobo Vine and Dum Dum Ray over the past couple weeks in the dregs of the league is fascinating to me. It'll be interesting to see how quick everybody in this nation, Patriots Nation, flip-flops the second they struggle against a decent team. It'll be interesting to see what everybody says. I'm here to tell you what I say, which is the truth and the honest to God truth and probably what's right. We'll talk about that with Patriots and Titans reaction. We've got early lines. simple bets, early lines. Get them in now, get them in quick. We'll see how we're all faring there. Looks like I'm in line for a wife beater show at the end of the season. As I mentioned on the opening take, we've got Celtics 2025 preview. How does that all look? We've got this or that.
Joe Mazzulla.
Fuck Joe Mazzulla. Simplest minds of the week. I'm here. I'm live. We're in it. Raise a circle of death. This is the Simple Minds Sports Show. Friday Rewind live Tuesday, October 21st. Go Jordan.
I got something troubling on my mind. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something.
Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. Got a brand new room for the Jordan brand and Under Armour to flaunt their stuff. Ray, cute as a button, washed out, so we can't actually see the wrinkles in his face. Here I am. This, if you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, please subscribe, rate, review. That is now dark. Would you just turn it off? I'm pretty sure there's levels to that light that you have in front of the camera, Ray. Just click down a couple and then you'll be all set. If you're watching, listening on your favorite podcast platform, please rate, subscribe, review. There he is. You look beautiful now. Thank you. Wonderful, darling. Smash that subscribe if you could, and go ahead and check out our favorite sponsors and partners, which Ray is here to talk to you about.
Yes, Richard. I love Boston sports and fan favorites. Go check them out. They got 2 locations, one in Faneuil Hall, one where's the other one? In Braintree, Mass. You can go see Tommy DeVito next Monday, Pop Douglas the following Monday, Andy Borregales in November, Alex Austin, the best corner in the league, Anthony Jennings. Wow. Interesting. Kyle Williams, if he's still on the team by then, and Del Pettis. So, yeah, go check these boys out down in Massachusetts.
If any of those appearances don't work for you, I'll be releasing the appearance schedule of Ray's mom on my dong.
And it's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. The Patriots versus the Titans. Patriots 31, Titans 13. The return of Mike Vrabel to Nashville. As the last several weeks have gone, it was the Drake Maye show. That's our leading story for the Patriots. 21 for 23, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns in the air, 8 carries for 62 yards. And finally, we've got some positivity from the coach in the public sphere talking about his young quarterback. What does Mike have to say about him?
I think there's an athleticism to him that's really, really cool. I think he's really accurate from all different spots, whether it's in the pocket, off platform. I mean, he's really done a nice job so far and spreading the football around. But there's an accuracy to him that's been really good for us.
How do you describe his growth from your perspective? What would you say about the way he's grown?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of demand there from Josh and myself, and I think he's responded to that as far as the leadership that he's had to show this offense, and kept talking about he wants to earn it. Well, I mean, I've told him that he's earned it, and I think he doesn't like something in practice, and then he gets it fixed. And if he wants a better Friday practice, then he talks about it before we go out there on Friday. And I think those guys respond to him and the things that he says and the way that he operates.
A lot of good speak there from the head coach on your starting quarterback, Ray. Now top 3 in the MVP voting.
Plus
MVP
1,000, right?
Say plus 1,000. That's right. Any initial reactions, Bobby or Ray, from the coach? This is the first time I've heard him speak positively about Drake Maye this season, outside of some cliches.
So he got a game ball from Drake Maye. That's the only reason why. I think he just wanted to return the favor. As soon as Karen asked the first question, he's like, yeah, Drake Maye. He gave me the game ball. So, yeah, he did great out there. He still can't throw for 300 yards. I mean, everyone's touting him, giving him MVP credit,
Loser.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, let's just give him his due diligence.
Yeah. No, still waiting for that 300-yard game. Ray's threshold for a good quarterback is throw for 300 yards. That's
goddamn right.
As soon as you
Not
do
be
that,
the entire offense of the team that is the catalyst for everything they do offensively.
fuck it.
Them,
No.
if their previous year's quarterback, they would be 1-6.
Yeah, no, 300 yards is it. If you do that, you're in the club, baby.
Then he's in the club. Then I can say, all right, Drake Maye's here. But
Yeah.
until then, he ain't here. He ain't here.
Never mind the all-pro series more than a handful of throws. Yet again, he made this week, including with, and stop me when you want to talk about it, Bobby. I'll start with the Boutte throw to seal off that. They scored at the end of the half and scored at the beginning of half, back-to-back scores. They've been looking to do that since Brady. That was a 40-yard. I'm not going to call it a dime, more people are making more out of the throw than they are out of the catch, which I think is a
Boutte's
mistake.
catch was nasty.
The catch was unbelievable.
Boutte catches everything.
Now, again, this is going to get me a little bit aggravated when we talk about these wide receivers. Boutte had 3 targets, okay? And he caught one for a really nice touchdown. Every game, Boutte has.
But that's his role. That's his level. That's what he does.
Right. And we'll get into this conversation. But when we talk about the Patriots being all set and pass catchers, if
Well, they're
you
not.
force Boutte to do more than that, he's not going to look that good. This is the
Well, I
whole
agree.
point of having Steph Diggs in this line. This is why you're paying Steph Diggs $20 million a year. Okay. So the second he goes down, all of this looks like shit. I don't want to jump ahead into the conversations that maybe we haven't have next week. We talk about trade deadline. It's not even in the conversation here, but it is perturbing me a little bit. And we've talked about this on the text chain, how just okay people are with the wide receiver core in the New England Patriots.
They're idiots.
This depth and lack of depth is going to derail this team, if anything does, outside of Drake Maye getting his head bashed in, which, again, we need to talk about tonight. We'll save the trade talk for next week. But, Ray, you and I had the conversation with the robots. You think defense is the way to go at the trade deadline.
I wrote that myself.
They're idiots. The Patriots are winning games because they're throwing 40-yard fucking touchdowns. The second they stop throwing 40-yard touchdowns, they fucking lose games. It doesn't matter about the defense. It's about them throwing 40-yard fucking touchdowns, which they've never done.
Remember he said you were bleeding from the vagina earlier?
Yeah, I said he was on his period. He was a little cunty.
Yeah, well, he's not wrong. But you guys were aggravating me, as you tend to do. In the collection of throws that Drake Maye is working himself into the MVP conversation, or leader of, the ones down the right sideline to Mac Hollins. Second quarter, set him up inside the 10. It was a 20-yard dime in between cover 2 coverage. This was against the Bills game that we gave him all this credit for, the pass to Boutte, and when they really needed it. And he did it 3 weeks later, the same throw, basically popping it right there. I mean, that throw, that was the first real good throw he had of the game. They started slow, which we can get into, but that was the first throw he had of the game. You go, Jesus, keep it down, keep it in your pants for a second. But he immediately led to the Austin Hooper touchdown, which was not necessarily a great throw, but a great read decision from Maye. Again, it was a better play from Austin Hooper, similar to Boutte.
Went up and over the guy.
But Drake Maye recognizing Hooper beat him, his back is turned. I'm just going to throw it at the defender. And whether Hooper catches it or not, maybe we have a PI around the first. It's a recognition that the game is slower in that spot for Maye than a lot of other quarterbacks. That's what I thought.
We're starting to develop as an NFL quarterback. You're totally correct. Like you look at these other rookies like Cam Ward, the guy on the other side of the ball. Woof. Like that is a rookie quarterback. He looked like a rookie quarterback. Drake Maye had tendencies like that last year, but he's building off of it. He's looks a lot better. I guess he's third in MVP voting. I don't know who the fuck is voting for him for third for MVP voting, but apparently he's, of course you would, loser. But yes, he's third in MVP voting. So yes, go ahead.
Name the 2 quarterbacks playing better than Drake Maye right now.
Daniel Jones, Patrick Mahomes. You could put.
I'll give you Daniel Jones, but Patrick Mahomes, I thought you hated him. You flip-flopping son of a bitch.
So I hate him, but I can see talent, and I can.
The only guy playing better than Drake Maye right now is Patrick Mahomes. Baker Mayfield was in the conversation. He lost it on Monday night in that game.
Yeah.
Drake and Patrick Mahomes are the 2 best quarterbacks playing right now. Daniel Jones is managing the game on a team, so put him in the conversation. But he's not doing what Drake Maye is doing. He's not throwing for 92% completion rate. He's not at 77% on balls over 40 yards. He's the best downfield thrower in the league. He's literally carrying his team offensively. Daniel Jones is not doing that. Jonathan Taylor is the best running back in the league. Daniel Jones is stealing touchdowns from that poor guy. And when they get on the goal line, it's Mahomes and Drake Maye for the best quarterback in the league right now. But I will just offer, put it in your pants. They're playing the fucking Titans and the Saints. So relax for a second. And just for a little levitativity, that's definitely a word. Look it up. Let's just take a break from this hardcore, serious conversation to hear what Mac Hollins has to say.
You have said that small cats will steal your soul.
Yeah.
Does that go for kittens too, or just undersized cats?
Really, the only cats that don't count are like big, the ones that grow up big. So lions, tigers, those ones are acceptable even when they're young.
Okay.
But kittens are they're just smaller than what they're going to eventually be, which is a small cat.
So there's some inborn evil there too.
Yeah, always.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All you cat people out there, you can still root for him. Okay, there's a lot of upside
Yeah.
to this guy.
And Mac Hollins will not be able
I'm
to play
with
against
them.
the Browns
Fuck
after
cats. Cats are useless beings. Fuck cats.
failing his drug test. Go ahead.
No, he's just an ancient Egyptian. That's what they don't like the cats. They don't like the cats down there.
Let's go for pussy.
No,
Rich
I
once
was-
drew a picture of Mike Bresnahan fucking a cat, and then I looked at it in class and laughed at it and got kicked out because I refused to give the teacher the picture.
down ass bitch.
Yeah.
I walked past that last chance for pussy club in New Orleans, and Kyle pointed it out and made me.
Giggle.
I had mixed feelings because you also left me in the bathroom of that place, shitting with. I had 2 phones in my name at that point. None of them had batteries, and
That's where this picture comes from, right here.
very, very drunk.
Right there.
Yep. No, notice how I'm not in that picture because I was in a bathroom in the diviest dive bar I've ever been in my life.
Great bar.
Great bar. So there you go. Speaking of dive bars, here's a little nitpick here from Drake Maye. A little too much running. Let's talk about that hit. The concussion went out for 3 plays, which did allow the Patronaut, Josh Dobbs, to come in and have one of the more exciting plays of the day. 3rd and 5, gets 12 yards on a nice play. However, Drake Maye taking way too many hits in this game. Mike Reese called it a regression in his development as a quarterback and running the ball when he should or shouldn't. Drake Maye himself, when asked what he thought of his 21 of 23, 91% completion performance, he said, I should have thrown the ball a little bit more. He cannot do what he did against the Titans again the rest of the year. That we cannot see a repeat performance of that from him. That's obvious. My question is, they're going to slam that. They're going to, pardon the pun, they're going to concuss him with that thought this week at practice. The whole time. You can't do that, Drake. You have to get down. You can't do that, Drake. Is that going to mind fuck him next week, maybe moving forward? Felt like we saw that against the Raiders game. He looked really hesitant. And then they unleashed him a little bit. Really quick turnaround. But are they going to have they figured him out enough, Bobby, where they can tame him but not eliminate that? It felt like this was the first real game where that was a problem since the Raiders. And are they going to fuck him up if they tell him to not run as much?
Well, it seems like they know how to speak Drake Maye now because they have him set up. I hope that they don't. I really, they need to get that guy to do some goddamn neck exercises. Every time he goes down, his neck flops back down on the damn deck. He literally needs to do like wrestler neck exercises so that when they go down, he doesn't immediately snap back. That's what they need to do with him.
Say it, Ray. You sick fuck.
Back, you could visibly see his head flop off.
Your mother could probably teach him some good neck exercise.
Yeah, she's got good neck.
You
good.
had that
She's
shit
got
eating grin on your face the whole
good
fucking time I
neck
said
snap.
it. You
She's
son
got
of a bitch.
good neck snap. She's got good neck snap. Drake Maye stinks at taking a hit. He stinks. He stinks at taking a hit. He's either
He
always
needs to add weight. He's a little too thin.
My wife said that. As a matter of fact, it was a very.
So then
poignant
Bobby's
point.
wrong too. Perfect.
Yep. I don't like him taking it.
Motherfuckers.
I would guess that's going to change this week. I would not expect him to be running the ball too much this week. Speaking of running the ball, they came out running the ball from an offensive standpoint. Ramadam Ding Dong Stevenson, 18 carries, 88 yards, 1 touchdown, arguably one of the best games of his career on the ground.
I think he's only had one. He hasn't rushed for over 100 yards in like 2 years or something stupid like that.
The
He almost got
Bengals,
it.
the first game of the season last year was the best game of his career. He single-handedly won that game.
There you go. That's a good point. What's the game that he fumbled away? He was having a great game. That was that against the Bengals.
He fumbled the game against the Bengals 2 years ago.
Right.
That was right at the end of the season when they could have made the playoffs.
Cost them
Or
the
no,
playoff.
the season before the 4-13 with Mac Jones, and he's fumbled multiple ones away since then. But whatever.
Well, he didn't fumble on Sunday. He had a really good game. It was clearly evident that they were looking to get that started. I just put that in the bucket of I'm gonna go big picture here. I put that in the bucket of good coaching. You know that there's a fumbling problem with your starting running back. Gibson's down. Henderson's a rookie. You know you need Stevenson to be a piece of your offense. We have a bad opponent. So in the whole scheme of we're facing these bad opponents and they've beat them, so we can't get too hyped on the Patriots wins because they're beating bad opponents, but it's a good thing because they've got wins. But also the best thing, if you have a good coach and a good program, is you start to build good habits, and you can take moments in the game or moments in the week to focus on things that you need to get better at. And to me, that was obvious in this game that Vrabel and the offense and the Patriots said, Titans blow. Let's just run the ball a shit ton to start this game, whether it was game plan specific to win or whether it was to get Ramondre Stevenson going or all of the above. That was evident. And again, I just put it in the box of good coaching. We need to get this guy going. We need to get the offensive line going. We need to get the run game going. We know what we have in Drake Maye. And then, oh, by the way, they started slow again. So in the second half, what did they do? They relied back on what they knew they could do, getting Drake Maye moving, throwing the ball to his wide receivers and get some lead. So I just looked at that, real positive play from everybody in that, not to speak, to glaze them up too much because it's just running the ball. I get it. But like, you could see stupider coaches. You could see Drake Maye go, no, let's just throw the ball 40 fucking times. We have Drake Maye. He's amazing. They go, no. Like, let's think ahead. We're going to need this running game in December. We're going to need Ramondre Stevenson to not fumble the ball again and to not run like he's a cow with his ball in his udder. Like, let's loosen him up. During the week, he said, we need these guys to run like they're not scared to lose the ball. That's what they focused on. And it looked like Ramondre Stevenson did it. He got some more yards after the catch, after the carry, after the hit. I'm sorry. And it just looked like Vrabel comes out. He says something in midweek, and then you kind of see it during the game. And it's kind of refreshing to see. You can kind of put points together. Like they're working on stuff, and it's working. And it's against bad competition, but that's what you do against bad competition. That's why you have preseason games and scrimmages to work on shit and get better. So when the competition matters, you've worked on it and you can apply it.
So what you're trying to say is that he's going to have 2 fumbles this week against the Browns. Got it. Thank you.
That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is we're going to take a quick break from the Patriots talk here and throw it over to headlines with the obvious one.
Thank you there, Richard. The Patriots keep winning, and if you listen to some homers, this is the greatest New England team ever. Better than any Super Bowl winning Patriots team, better than the 07 Patriots, and Drake Maye is getting fitted for his Hall of Fame jacket. Even though he has never thrown for over 300 yards, but still, he's getting fitted for his jacket. Patriots start off slow, but they beat the Titans 31-13 in Vrabel's return game to Tennessee. Patriots take on the Browns at home next Sunday at 1. The World Series is set. Bobby, that's the championship series for baseball as the Toronto Blue Jays punch their ticket after defeating the Queens Mariners. Blue Jays try to take down the juggernaut LA Dodgers starting Friday in Toronto. Dodgers are the heavy favorites. Bruins come crashing down to reality. Thank God. After starting off strong, the Bruins are now on a 4-game losing streak and looks like, how I predicted, shit. They host old friend Brad Marchand tonight and the defending champs Florida Panthers at 7. Finally, the Celtics open their 2025-2026 season Wednesday night against the Philadelphia 76ers, and Jaylen Brown is good to go after injuring his hamstring last preseason game. This has been Headlines with the obvious one. Back to you there, Richard.
The Patriots defense is weak. Let's just call it what it is. They are a weak portion of this team, at least to start the game. And I would say a big reason why their defense improves as the game moves on is because of their offense. We've seen this in Patriots teams in the past, in the NFL in the past. When your offense puts pressure on the other offense, they tend to squander, especially against bad teams like the Titans and Cam Ward, which makes your defense look better because they can't run their normal offense. That all lines up. I'm sure they said that perfectly. But in a vacuum, this team is just lacking talent. We've talked about it since the preseason, since last season, all year. In the middle of this field, linebackers of the safety is hot garbage. It was again evident. Cam Ward started this game 10 of 11. 10 of 11, including a 40-yard bomb to however you pronounce the rookie's name.
DK.
No, the other one. DK was crushing him, but the Aoyama, Adiyamar,
You have it right.
he burnt them and rookie Craig Woodson, Michigan man, Bobby, on a single high safety coverage.
Cal.
Craig Woodson went to Cal.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, baby.
They're both dumb, yellow, stupid college teams. Craig Woodson, watch that replay. It's a single high safety. They run him. It's a big, long dig. Craig Woodson has his hips turned to the right side of the field, which is where all the coverage is. And Auermeyer just dekes him and the cornerback, which I think is Marcus Jones.
Jones. Yep.
To just the most wide open space in the fucking field, which as a safety is your job to cover. If Marcus Jones is covering this side of the field and you're the safety deep, you cover that side of the field. It's not that fucking hard.
Well, apparently it is.
Holy shit, their safeties blow.
Mhm.
So if I don't get my wish, if they don't go sign a Lockett or somebody to push Demario Douglas down the pecking order, then I will come to Ray's side of the fence almost. Fuck your stupid linebacker take, which is just dumb. Get me a pass coverage safety, please.
I believe that was third on my list, but thank you.
Fine. I will agree with your third point.
Thank you.
The Patriots are rumored to want pass rushers. Okay, if it's fucking Reggie White, like
Nah, he's dead. He's dead.
Damn it.
Just let you know. I don't want your hopes and dreams to get crushed. But he's dead.
Don't you think if you put it on this team? I know this is a little bit of a tangent. Directly at Bob because Ray's opinion is fairly shitty. Directly at Bob. If you put a professional secondary player who can cover, a professional coverage player on this team versus a professional pass rusher, isn't it evident the immediate impact is on that guy who can cover in the secondary versus the pass rusher?
Yeah, they need someone over the top that can actually play deep safety because their front seven can get after the team. When the other team knows they're going to pass, they create pressure. They kind of don't have a problem with that. They're not the best. They don't have any standout players, but they have too many blown coverages. That's the only spot on defense I would spend any resources doing. In this instance, if we're talking about trade, sometimes you strengthen a weakness. This time you strengthen your strength, and your strength is Drake Maye, and you give him more to work with because that's the way to win the division this year is to score more points.
We're not looking to pile on Ray's stupidity.
Yeah, that question. You were talking about defense.
We were looking to parse out Ray's stupidity. You're right. You strengthen Drake Maye. That's 80-20 rule. You put 80% of your effort into your top 20%. You give Drake Maye another professional wide receiver. Fuck Demario Douglas. The dude is dead. He's gone. Give him a fourth wide receiver to play on this team, and you'll be cooking with gas. But I agree with you. Just give me a professional safety who can play 30 yards back and read a defense and understand whether to break right or left. So you don't give up 40-yard touchdowns or 50-yard plays. How many times have they been burnt in the first half of these games on shit like that?
That's a great way to put it. Stop giving up 40-yard touchdowns on defense. Find ways to score more of them on offense.
That seems pretty simplistic for the Simple Man Sports Show.
Yep.
Imagine if you had Devin McCourty back there, like with this defensive corners that you have.
Can you mute yourself?
Yep.
Thank you.
Devin McCourty, his twin, which is basically the same guy, called the fucking game, Ray. So, yes, imagine Devin McCourty back there, but he hasn't been in the NFL for 7 years.
You fucking brought up Reggie White.
He's our age. Why would you bring up
That's
Devin
a good
McCourty?
point. That's a fair point.
Thank you.
I didn't hear what you said, you screaming bitch.
I said you brought up Reggie White, and he's dead.
That's a fair point.
I'm just saying, imagine if you had a caliber player like Devin McCourty.
Yes,
future
a
Hall of Famer.
safety
Yes,
would be great.
a future Hall of Fame safety would be amazing.
Patriots Hall of Famer.
All I'm looking for is someone at the deadline that can read a fucking
God, you
defense
are
from 40
bleeding.
yards away.
Vine was right. You are bleeding from the
Oh,
vagina.
you're right. No, you want to put if Ed Reed's available, I'll take him.
He's not dead either.
No,
He's not going for live guys. You're going for dead.
that's true. That's true. I'm 50-50 on the dead alive guys. Marcus Jones got himself an interception, victory formation. Defense, they shaped up, but again, I think it's pressure from the offense and bad teams. 5 sacks. You had Cam Ward literally fumble the ball into the end zone on
That
a
was amazing.
Jets-like play.
Drops it.
They got
got small
39 yards on the ground. Greg Bedard called them one of the best rush defenses that he's ever seen, the Patriots, which obviously is a little hyperbole. But in this NFL, in the way the Patriots offense is playing against bad competition, this is the type of shit you're going to get. You're going to force teams to play bad offense in the second half when you get up double digits. It's the fucking blueprint for the NFL, which again stamps me and Bobby as right. Give us offensive firepower. Fuck your linebackers and your stupid pass rushers who have an impact on a third of the game. Give me a guy that can catch 3rd and 6 all day. All fucking day, and then once in a while break out for a 40-yard touchdown. No, it's a no goddamn brainer. Tyler Lockett should be a Patriot today. Demario Douglas, bye.
Yeah,
bye. What do you think of coaching? What do you think? What are these slow starts all about on specifically on the defensive side of the ball? Go ahead, Ray.
I just don't think they're ready to play every game. I mean, they come out slow. They come out lethargic. It's crazy out there. Like you could just basically skip the first series and then be happy with watching the Patriots. But that first series, every game this year, they've been notoriously slow. The quarterback goes marching down. They get 3 points. They even get a touchdown. They get very close, but they start off every game slow. And I think it has to do with coaching and not prepared, like ready to go. Like they're going through the blueprint. Fucking scrap the blueprint. Just fucking go out there and play defense.
Bobby.
I think Vrabel takes the same Belichick standpoint of wanting to let the game declare and then adjust the defense to it, but they're giving up too much before they know when the game declares. They make good in-game adjustments every time. Once midway in the second quarter comes, the past 2 games they've had let up 0 points at halftime. They've given up no points plus that, and then in the Bills game they did what they needed to do. So they are making the adjustments, and they deserve the credit for it. But they have to. I think it's on the players to play better in their base defense before they make the in-game adjustments. So I'm going to blame the players.
Yeah, it's not because of no effort. You saw it in the Saints game. They started the game. First play was a corner blitz. So they said, all right, let's get aggressive against this young quarterback and a team that is struggling. They play way too much zone, and they don't have enough talent in the middle of the field. And that's what you're saying. And you've seen different starts to the game, and none of it really work. Bobby, you're right. Once they settle down, they have good enough coaching to adjust. But let's not forget, they also lost their defensive coordinator to cancer. So that's in any other scenario, if without Drake Maye on the team making a leap to MVP, that's a lead story. To lose your defensive coordinator to cancer is a pretty big deal. I'm sure they're still dealing with that. But who's watching the film on these fucking teams? Who's watching the film on these guys to say, here's what we're going to take away? And can I get Christian Gonzalez on the best wide receiver on the field and play some man-to-man goddamn coverage and just man up, as Ray Pitt said, just fucking D up to start the games once in a while? Do you have to play a soft covered zone and give up 6 to 10
That's how
points?
They started the Bills game. The past 2 weeks they've played soft. They played up on the Bills the whole game.
Just man up. I mean, I know you're lacking it in the middle. You're lacking it from a defensive standpoint with your middle of the field coverage from a man-to-man standpoint. But you're not going to get that in the trade market, Ray, with your stupid fucking look. And you're not going to get it in this. But you have to do it. You have to figure out a way to scheme up around that, or just shadow coverage your cornerbacks. It's been the Patriots. We've seen the Patriots do this time and time again with their top end cornerbacks and not great play in the middle of the field. So you know what they did have though, Ray?
What's that?
Devin McCourty.
He did.
If you've got two guys on the outside that can just strap up in a decent slot corner, and you've got a free safety that can call all the shots, you basically need 4 guys to play man to man. 5 guys if you really want to be good. But if you got the safety up top playing center field, you're in a pretty good spot. They don't have that guy.
What was that year that he had like 8 interceptions and he was just like always getting the ball like everywhere? Every time the quarterback threw, it was just like he was in the right spot.
Well, his rookie year, he had 10 interceptions as a cornerback.
No, I think it was when he was started playing safety. He had like a season where he had like 8 interceptions. Like every time the ball was thrown, he was just like in the right spot.
I don't know. My
I
memory of
remember when Darnold was on the Jets, Sam Darnold threw him like 3 interceptions a game.
My memory of Devin McCourty was not as a ball hawk, but as constantly being right where the ball was as it was about to be caught, and being a disruptor on that. And that's what you need from that position, you know? And that's why he'll be a Hall of Famer. If we can get one of those, we'll be in good shape, Ray. You're 100% right on that.
I mean, if we get Richard White.
Let's go on. Let's throw it over to headlines. I'm sorry, headlines. Let's get some early lines right after this.
Thank you there, Richard.
You're welcome.
Am I on a time clock tonight or no?
Yep. 60 seconds.
Very good. Last week, Bobby had the best week. Nope, lied. Rich did. Rich is now 12 wins. Ray has 14, and Bobby still leads with 17. Week 8 is now here. First game, we got Bears 4-2 traveling to the Ravens, who are 1-5 and are favored by 6.5. 59 degrees, and Baltimore is 2-4 versus the spread this year. Bobby, who do you got?
The Ravens are favored by 6.5.
Yes, sir.
Give me the fucking Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
I'm gonna piggyback off of Richard, Bobby there, and I'm going to take the Bears as well.
Okay, let's go Ravens.
Next game we have on the docket: Browns 2-5 taking on the Patriots 5-2. Patriots are favored by 7. 52 degrees and cloudy. Browns haven't won in Foxborough since 1992, and the Patriots are 1-2 at home this year. Richard,
1992. Who was starting a quarterback for the Patriots in 1992?
That was the year after Bledsoe, right? Or year before Bledsoe.
Zolak. I think Zolak played a couple
Zolak?
games.
Yeah.
He played a couple games, I think, that year.
I'm taking Pats here.
Yep. Bobby, what do you got?
Taking the Pats with the 7 scares me because they aren't playing well at home, and I don't think they're going to blow out every team they play. But I'm going to take the Pats. I think it happens.
All right. I too. It's going to be a clean sweep of the Patriots. Next game, we got the Dallas Cowboys 3-1 taking on the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are favored by 3. 66 degrees and sunny on Sunday for Denver. Denver's 7-game winning streak against the Cowboys. 1992, the last time the Cowboys won in Denver. I'm taking the Broncos -3. I think Dallas is going to get that mile-high breath loss, and I just don't think they can do it.
Another 1992 stat. That's
I know.
big.
Very big.
1992 was a real great time for the NFL. Think of the Broncos playing the Cowboys in 1992.
John Elway,
Aikman, Irvin, Emmitt Smith, cocaine everywhere.
Fun goddamn game. Cowboys went to mile high and they got high. They're not going to this week. I'm also going Broncos here, coming off that insane win against the Giants. Give me the Broncos at home.
I agree. Cowboys are frauds.
Ooh, clean sweep. Okay. Next game we have is the Tennessee Titans going to Indianapolis, who are 6-1, 14-point spread. It's in a dome. Indy is 5-game winning streak against the Titans. 2022, last time the Colts lost at home to the Titans. Daniel Jones has never lost to the Titans. Bobby, take it away.
Daniel Jones is going to pull out his big Daniel Jones hog and fucking slap the shit out of the Titans. They blow, and the Colts will blow out the Titans.
Richard?
Nope. 14-2 Rich for me. Titans showed a little bit of spark there in the first half, and second game with a new coach. Either way, 14 points. No. Give me the points.
I'm going to take the Colts. Titans are that bad. I think the Colts are that good. So, yeah, I'm going to take the -14, and the Colts. Last game on the docket, we got the Packers 4-1-1 traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the 4-2 Steelers. Packers -3. It's 40 degrees on Sunday Night Football. Packers are 1-5 versus Steelers since 2000. And 1970 was the last time the Packers went to Pittsburgh and won. And this is the first time Aaron Rodgers plays the Green Bay Packers. I'll go. I'm taking the Packers -3. I think the Packers are the NFC favorites to go to Super Bowl. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Packers -3.
Just fucking stroke out there for a second.
I did, yeah. Bobby, who do you got?
Steelers are frauds. They suck. Give me the Packers.
Richard?
Yeah, it's Packers all around. I don't think the Steelers are frauds. I think it'll be close, but I'm good with the spread there. And I do think I don't think they're as good as the record says they are. But I don't think they're total frauds. I think they're a pretty decent team.
Well, the Bears-Ravens game and the Titans-Colts game are going to be the deciding factors for this week because other than that, we all pick the same shit. So,
well, that's because we're simple-minded. And on that note, we'll be right back with a little Celtics talk. The NBA season is upon us. The Celtics kick off the season against the 76ers on Wednesday, as we record here live on Tuesday. The Sixers are going to start their season and probably the rest of their franchise without Joel Embiid. Is that anyone want to?
He's scheduled to start. He is scheduled to start.
Bullshit. Is he really?
He is. Paul George, however, is on the injury report and probably won't play.
Is that guy ever going to he's stealing money?
The
Paul George?
76ers
Oh, yeah.
have got to be one of the most, I don't know what the right word to describe their franchise is, because they're a historic franchise. They're not like
the Browns or the fucking Lions. Where
they've won in the past and they've been competitive. They've put good teams
together. Blood city like Philadelphia.
Their GM is heralded across the league, but this Joel Embiid era is one of the most pathetic. I mean, I don't blame it on 70. I guess what I'm getting, I don't blame it on 76ers. I blame it on Joel Embiid. And I've called Joel Embiid a loser dog since he came into the league. Been proven right every single time. This guy's you talk about frauds. This guy's a fraud. And he bleeds through that franchise. They've lost Jimmy Butler, James Harden. Name the all-stars that have come through that franchise with this guy, and they've fallen short. They've never even made an East Finals, the 76ers with Joel Embiid.
Nope.
Pathetic. You should retire, you fucking bum. And then you go play for the U.S. team, which we don't do politics on the show. So whatever you want to think about that, and wherever he's from, whatever countries he's from. But
China.
But he fucking, gets whatever documents he needs to get to go play for the U.S. team in that Olympics, in which he's kind of barely used. He's kind of forced in there. Frankly, if he played Tatum over Embiid, they'd probably blow out the rest of those teams in the Olympics, but they were shoehorning Embiid in, and then he gets hurt and doesn't play the entire year last year. It's like, what a fucking joke. Anyway, we're here to talk about Celtics. Just to remind everybody where we're at. Jason Tatum will not be starting the season. He blew his Achilles, but he is on yes, he blew his Achilles. I keep saying ACL when I mean Achilles, but I said Achilles. That was correct.
You are correct.
He is on a record pace, faster than the Steph Diggs recovery. Even
faster than KD, right? KD came back in like 10 months, I believe, or
no, I think he's a little bit longer than, but yeah, he's on that
trajectory.
Jesus trajectory. Like somebody tapped in. Did you guys watch that video or Instagram thing I sent you?
I got a little grossed out by it. Thank you.
It was an actual video of them and what it looks like a infographic of what they actually do when they surgically repair an Achilles tendon. It just whips off, and they stick threads in it with bolts and shit and strap it all together. How that guy, anybody walks after that is unbelievable. I don't want to glaze up Tatum too much. Who knows? But he's expected back in March. So
they're saying February. Or wait, when's his birthday?
March.
So yeah, that's when he wants to come back. He wants to come back. Yeah, he wants to come back
for his birthday.
He wants to come
Early
back.
March. We made a nice little birthday present there for him. In the offseason, they did lose Drew Holiday, of course, Al Horford, Luke Cornett, Kristaps Porzingis, also J.D. Davidson, G League MVP, was waived.
Meh.
They drafted Hugo Gonzalez, Amari Williams, and Max Shulga. They added Chris Boucher from the Raptors, Luke Garza from every other team he's been on, just Josh Minott, and Anthony Simons was traded for in the Drew Holiday trade. They also retained or re-signed Torrey Craig and whatever that deal consisted of. Just to stick on the offseason, some of the regrets. So Luke Cornett signed a 4-year deal, $40.7 million, little over $10 million to keep Luke Cornett, which Luke Cornett's not going to blow anybody away. But when we get to what the Celtics lineup looks like and what their front court is for $11 million, I'll take Luke Cornett. I'll take Luke Cornett kind of all day, especially from a culture standpoint and what he can provide. And then Al Horford left for 2 years and $11.6 million deal. When asked about it, Horford said that he left for financial reasons and also because basically he didn't think the Celtics could compete for a championship.
Fuck Al Horford now.
Go on. Anything else? Anything else on the Cornett deal?
I mean, I don't understand why we let Cornett go. I thought he was playing extremely well down the stretch, and even in the playoffs. Like, he had a real nice repertoire with Peyton Pritchard and Derek White. Like, he was always like getting those putbacks and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a bummer that we lost those two, and what we have to replace them is, as Bobby would say, oh, woof, 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 woof.
Yep. Now, we know why we don't have them anymore. It's so they didn't have to pay the luxury tax, and they're waiting to reload on their second run when whatever they feel it's necessary to make that move for it.
Yeah, so I've got some quotes here from Brad Stevens. Did an interview with the Athletic that talked about his offseason, and they were constricted from the second apron in the timing of deals that they could make and the free agency things that they could do, and maybe that got in the way of the Luke Cornett thing. The Al Horford, I think we've learned Al Horford is a professional and in every sense of the word. And when the biggest deal is on the table, he's going to take it. And I think he got that from the Warriors, and he took it. If you think the Warriors have a better chance to win the NBA championship than the Celtics this year, you're probably right, but not by that much. They've got the oldest starting lineup in the league in a stacked West. So don't tell me you're championship driven, Al, when you're leaving for $6 million or so a year when you could have taken maybe 2 to 4 or something with the Celtics to stay here.
I hope we get like the 7th seed and like Golden State doesn't even make the playoffs.
Well, you might get more than that. I'd like to talk about that. Before we do, let's just stick on this offseason and what Brad Stevens had to say about it. Here's some quotes here from The Athletic. Before trading Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis and losing Al Horford and Cornett to free agents, Stevens said he laid out an offseason vision for, quote, anyone who wanted to talk about it, end quote, including coaches and players. In various conversations, Stevens explains the rationale for moving on from playoff-tested veterans and the desire to replace them with what he hoped to be cultural fits. This is Stevens talking now. Quote, we were very forthright with everybody. We tried to be proactive as possible, communicating that, hey, these things are going to happen. We're going to bring in young, hungry, maybe unproven, maybe a little bit scared, maybe high character people that are going to play hard, that want to be part of something special. Even he goes on to say, even if Tatum had remained healthy, Stevens said that he was anticipating cutting enough salary to push the Celtics under the second apron. If they had kept everyone from last year's roster, they would have racked up an NBA record payroll of $500 million. Stevens goes on to say, first and foremost, what we were staring at was a bill like no one has ever stared at, right? So that was not the driver as much as the second apron, but that's still a significant thing. And our owners, past and present, have always been committed to spending, but it made sense for us, even in that perspective, to retool, in my opinion. And then when you're sitting over those aprons and you just have a lot of restrictions, you have to make the moves that you have to make.
Basically, Jason Tatum's injury is a blessing in disguise.
Well, a blessing in disguise. No, I think we talked about this before last season started. They were moving on from Drew Holiday and Porzingis before the 2024 season. That was happening.
But it
And-
looks better from a GM and a front office perspective when you say, "Oh, well, our star player's hurt. No need to spend all this money. No need to have a $500 million payroll, one of the biggest in NBA history. Our star player's hurt. It's time to retool." Instead of saying, "Oh, if Tatum was still here," and then you let go of Drew Holiday and you have what you were going to read about the starters and the bench players, that's not going to win you a championship, especially with the Jays.
No, but he does say even if Tatum remained healthy, they were anticipating cutting salary to get under the second apron. And we talked about that all year. That would have been the most money spent on an NBA roster in the history of the league.
Yeah.
Including Steph Curry's 4-time champion Warriors.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to do that, whether it's a new owner or not a new owner. So if you want to be one of these critics about spending money or just it's not my money, spend the money, you can, but you can also live in the world of realism. And they're not going to spend $500 million on a roster, especially when you get bounced in the second round by the fucking Knicks, which was happening whether Tatum got hurt or not. When he got hurt, they were losing that game. It was happening. They were going to lose that game, and they were going to be down 4-2, 3-1, whatever it was. They were going to lose that series against the Knicks, whether Tatum got hurt or not. So yes, Ray, it's a nice cushion of cover to operate under. Jason Tatum's hurt. Everyone thinks this season is lost. There's way too many fucking people screaming tank. You can't tank.
No, you can't do that. That's loser mentality. Never tank.
First of all, it's loser mentality. Second of all, you have too many good players to tank. You have to trade Jaylen Brown and Derek White to actually tank.
Or
you only have to have one good player to not tank in the NBA. It's so hard to tank in the NBA. You have to be so bad. You have to be so bad. You have Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, and Derek White, and Anthony Simons, which is new to us, but he's a 20-point a game scorer in the NBA. You have too many good players to tank. You can't tank. Let me just sum up this point, and we can get your opinion out and move on to the next points. My opening take was they are in a position to start to stack building blocks for their next championship window with Tatum and Brown, which will be kind of in the end of their prime careers, whatever you want to call that, going into their 30s. Stack good habits, understand what you have on this team, build on that, bring Tatum back late, maybe make a little playoff push, go get yourself some front court help and some depth in the guard position for 2027. And Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Derek White and your guys should be good enough to again compete for the championship in 2 years. And you can use this year to build on that, not tank and get some fucking stupid 5th pick rookie. That's dumb. Build on good habits and maybe create a different way to win games other than chucking 45 to 75 threes a game, which I'll get to in a second. Anyone else want to comment that on Brad Stevens' comments there in the offseason, Bobby?
Yeah, Brad Stevens is saying what we think he was going to say, and that he's just going to sit back and wait for whenever the best opportunity is to make a move with what the assets that they have. We don't know what it's going to be, but we know it's coming.
So here's your starters. Going into the league, you got Peyton Pritchard, a point guard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown. Your front court may be the worst in the league. You've got some combination of who they signed, Chris Boucher from the Raptors, who is a veteran, Neemias Queta, who's been in the league, been on the team for a while, obviously, had a good run with Portugal in the International League this summer. Anthony Simons looks to be coming off the bench as a scoring option. Sam Hauser, we know. Luke Garza, a new signing, a journeyman, kind of a iffy player there. Josh Minot, high energy guy. Hugo Gonzalez, the first-round draft pick. Baylor Shireman, we saw a little bit of. Tillman, Amari Williams, Jordan Walsh, Max Shulga, Tillman, kind of you're getting to the end of the bench there. It's for sure the worst front court in the league.
Bums.
A lot of bums. What we're hearing out of them is they're going to adjust the way they play the game, and what they want to do is run. Here's one more quote here from Stevens and Mazzulla. Quote, if you're going to have to reset and retool, this is Stevens, what you're trying to do is just trying to give yourself a chance to be opportunistic if that presents itself. Kind of what you just said, Bobby. Stevens said, we live it. We knew it was coming. And, it wasn't the most fun summer for a GM or a front office person, but we knew that was part of the pain of A, going all in the last couple of years, and B, making sure we give ourselves a chance to continue to be opportunistic around our young core. And our core is still young and very, very good. Around that core, the Celtics have reinvented themselves. Based on all indications throughout training camp and preseason, they intend to adopt a radical different playing style, Bobby. Without nearly as much established talent, they're hoping to beat opponents with waves of energy. Certain areas they have struggled in, for the most part, with Mazzulla's tenure, such as forced turnovers and offensive rebounds, now rank among their biggest emphases. Mazzulla appears likely to employ a rotation of 10 or more players with a reliance on short stints that each player can give a maximum effort the entire time they're on the court.
What does that sound like? That sounds like Coach Hayes telling us what we're going to do in fucking 8th grade because we fucking sucked, okay? That's exactly what it sounds like.
It does sound like that.
Mazzulla doesn't know what the fuck he was doing, and neither did Hayes. That's the dumbest crock of fucking bullshit I've ever heard. If you say how you're going to win basketball games is you're going to try fucking harder, you suck.
Raymond?
I like it. Run. That's what I like to hear. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta start reinventing the wheel over there in the NBA, and Joe Mazzulla is gonna do it with all this running and fast breaking. We're never gonna see anything like it. I love it.
No. I agree with Bobby. I agree with Bobby on that. Let's see what Jalen Brown has to say about it.
Yeah, it's intense, physical, intense, pace. I think the coaching staff has done a good job of setting the tempo and pace of preseason. He's probably been our hardest preseason I think I've had from a conditioning standpoint and a physicality standpoint, but that's what we're going to need this season.
Can I tell you something that I've told you before? Jalen Brown is about to get exposed as an NBA basketball player. Unless they run the Coach Hayes offense, which is 5 on, 5 off, 5 on, 5 off. And unless he's treated like like every other guy on that team, Jalen Brown's about to get exposed. They have enough talent to float themselves in the East, which is a bad conference.
Yeah, they'll win games.
If they have a good enough coach to understand what they need to do. And what they need to do is limit Jalen Brown and what he is supposed to do on the team. And I think what Jalen Brown thinks he's supposed to do is to beat Jason Tatum, and he can't. Your coach is responsible to tell him he can't. Moose shifts some of that responsibility and then get your team to play around it. That's not what it sounds like.
It's like Jalen Brown has to understand that he is not going to be the point guard. That's going to be Derek White. He gets the ball. You go stand over there. Derek White gets the ball. You get the ball sometimes. Derek White's going to facilitate the offense, not you.
To be fair, and to put a little optimism on this, if you want to believe in advanced analytics, usage rate, if you want to believe in that in the preseason, I know it means a whole lot of nothing. Derek White was head and shoulders above the use of anybody else on usage rate on this team. Brought the ball up in 29% or something on usage rate for Derek White, was averaging like 22 points. His net rating off the court when he was off was negative like 1,000 or something. Massive indicator of the success on this team. And I think that's pretty obvious, because what you said is right, Bobby. He needs to initiate all of the offense, and Jalen Brown more or less needs to stay in his role. He needs to stay in the more or less the exact role he was in with Tatum, except a few more touches a game, because he's a better option than everybody else on that team when it comes to the offense getting initiated. And the only thing we can hope for outside of run is Tom Thibodeau was at practice this week, and he says, "Hey, dickhead, you shot it 60 fucking times from 3 and you shot it 32%. It wasn't that hard to defend you. You should just fucking let you shoot because you suck at it. Drive the lane and see what happens. Or if you have an 18-point lead, go to the rim or do something other than spread the ball 5 wide and shoot 40 fucking threes in a quarter. And it's it's hard to defend a team with that much talent. I'm pretty sure Tom Thibodeau said that. I think they got audio of it. We don't have it, but if we did, I'm pretty sure that's what it would say.
That'd be great if he was just fucking trolling him all practice about how he fucking waxed him in the playoffs.
He should. He should. I will give them a little bit of credit. I will give Missoula a little bit of credit. He is insane. And he is going to wear his welcome thin here. Like a guy like that does not stay forever. So you can count on that, Bobby. He won't be here forever. But also a guy like that, that guy doesn't stay forever. That guy generally also does not bring in the coach that beat him in the playoffs.
Fair point.
So there is a little bit of that, like, not quite, I don't know what to call it, humbleness, but it's almost like
self-awareness,
exerting insanity, where he's so confident through his insanity. He's like, sure, bring this fucking guy in, see what this idiot has to say. Yeah, he might have beat me, but I don't care. Like,
can I say something real quick? It's gonna be interesting because Sam Cassell took the Georgia Tech job this year, so he's not gonna be on the bench. And remember how we were always thought Sam Cassell was the one taking Joe Mazzulla down, being like, hey, just chill out. Like, yeah, I know you're crazy, but he was like the sane guy trying to talk the crazy guy down a little bit. They don't have that this year. So I'm wondering how crazy.
Did he take that last year?
No, this off. He was with the team this year and then left.
Okay. Well, we shall see. Let me just do here's a quick exercise. Oh, before I do that, this is more important. How much do you guys believe in the tax implications on the team and the new ownership? So right now, their current tax bill is $39.5 million. They have cap allocations for $206.6 million towards their salary. The luxury tax is $188 million. So they're paying $206 million for their team. The luxury tax is $188. They have to pay $40 million in taxes if they stay under that tax. $40 million comes out of Chisholm's pocket. I'm saying this simplistic for Ray. Anthony Simons, just for an example, his cap hit is $27 million. Write it down, Ray. If they trade him by the trade deadline, they do not get those tax hits. They save $40 million. Do you believe they will do that? And how much of it hinges on their success plus versus Jason Tatum's trajectory to return to the team?
He gone. I don't think they want to pay that money. I don't think Chisholm wants to pay that kind of cash, especially his first year owning the team. So yeah, I think Anthony Simons is going to be gone come the trade deadline for sure.
I think they'll trade him if the return that they get back is still a movable asset for future big pieces that they want. I think if they can get the win-win situation, they do it.
You think they'll sacrifice the $40 million if they can't get a suitable return?
No, I don't think they'll just do a straight salary dump. No, I think they only do it if the piece that they get back can be used to then get the superstar that they ultimately want.
Yeah, I agree. I halfway agree with both of you. I don't think it's about getting the superstar next. I think all of the implication is on whether they can win with Tatum coming back or what position they're in at the deadline. If Jaylen Brown gets hurt and they're out and they're 500, Simons is gone, they'll dump him. They'll salary dump him. They'll get under the luxury tax, which is not insignificant. Which is not an insignificant thing. Again, they're in repeater tax. They're paying 3 times the amount of money it takes over that than most teams are to keep players. So if you go back this year, if you're a 500 team or less and Jason and Tatum and Brown is hurt or something and it doesn't look like you're going to compete, dump him. Reset. Give yourself the financial security to move forward for the next 3 years into the luxury tax. That totally makes sense. If they're competing, if Jaylen Brown's good, if they're great, Anthony Simons averaging 22 off the bench,
keeping him.
You better not fucking trade that guy. You better compete. That will be the indicator on Do we have a John Henry as an owner, or do we have a 2020 John Henry, 2025 John Henry? Or do we have a
2020.
2004 John Henry? Are they going
Oh.
to spend, or are they going to make some money?
like it.
That'll be an indicator. So keep an eye out on that. We've got some other things there, but we'll save. We got a long Celtic season. I want to get right back here to this or that with Chief Bobby.
I got illusions and illusions.
I think this is a solid lineup of questions. I think you'll find it very entertaining.
I have one bonus at the end. Go ahead.
Good. Would you rather power your house with solar power or coal power?
Solar, because I don't have to do any work. I don't want to be shoveling any coal into a fireplace or some sort of steam furnace. So give me the solar, because that's the laziest man's ways out.
When I initially read this, I thought the first word was plow, and the only word I thought of was your mother, and I'd like to go with that. I'd like to plow my house with your mother, Vine, and I'd like to leave it at that.
You can't read. It doesn't look like plow, so you're
Yeah.
dyslexic.
He says what he
The
said.
answer is
How dare you?
coal, because there is something called cloudiness, and if I'm shoveling fine coal up Ray's mother's ass, my lights will always be on. So that's what I want.
That shoehorned that one. That was
There's a
bad.
man named Dion that used to call it shoving coal up Ray's mother's ass.
Drake Maye or Justin Herbert, who you want?
Drake Maye.
Oh, you could have put a lot of names on the other side of Justin Herbert for me. Justin Herbert is, I think, a bona fide bust. I think he is I think he is a loser. I think
He is a loser. I agree.
I think he's
Yes,
a loser.
Is he a loser, or does he play for a loser franchise?
Well, that
Little
might
both.
be a thing. It might be a thing. If Phillip Rivers played for the Packers, would he be a better quarterback? Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe it's a Chargers thing, but Justin Herbert is a fraud.
Justin Herbert to the Dolphins in the offseason.
Even worse.
You heard it here first.
Even worse.
Mhm.
Talk about that going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
We're all in agreement on Drake Maye?
Yeah.
Oktoberfest beer or the pumpkin beer?
Give me a pumpkin head.
No.
Pumpkin
So
head.
dumb. So dumb.
With
Too
a nice
sweet.
rim. With a nice rim.
You are so queer.
Yeah. That's so dumb. One of those I want to throw up. It was a thing. It's not anymore. Like a true Oktoberfest, just a good Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest
Which
is
is
the answer
nothing
here.
I've been drinking. I've been texting you, Ray, about it all morning. What it's doing to my asshole. The fire of
That's what you've been
Satan's
drinking?
fucking anus. That's what Oktoberfest will do to you. And then give it to me. All you can't have it until September. Though. They start selling that shit in August. No. It's like the weather has to start
You have to
drinking.
be, you have that. The leaves have to start turning before you can start drinking.
You got the Christmas sales yet there, Ray?
Nope, not yet. The monks
I
haven't
know,
sent it
I
out yet.
looked today. I
The
looked.
cry at small things all the time or have a period 2 days a month?
Richard, do you want to go first?
Sure, yeah. A period's nice. Everyone understands when it's hitting, and they're a little bit
Nicer.
more give you a little more space and a little more.
Yeah, give me the period twice a month.
Yeah, I think I'll go period 2. I'll just put like a sock over my dick so it doesn't get all over the place.
What you call sock, I call your mother's asshole. So
To each his
tomato,
own.
tomato.
You're going to do that for 2 whole days. That sounds inconvenient, but whatever.
You've never seen her type.
It's O positive.
There's too many puns there to work it out. Go for it.
Very good. Classic debate, Stromboli or calzone?
Calzone.
Stromboli, you fuck. Calzones are overrated.
I don't
I
think
like
I know what a stromboli is.
It's like
Stromboli
almost
is
like a pizza roll. They roll
flat
it.
down where it's like a pizza sandwich.
Yeah.
Is it smaller than a calzone?
No, it's
Well, like
long.
whereas the calzone is like this big like piece of bread with the things in between it. A calzone is like the pizza dough, but like tight like a sandwich, like a panini, but pizza dough all around.
Got it. Yeah. I'm gonna go calzone here. If I'm gonna get into that kind of thing, just give me the calzone.
Stromboli is the answer. It's unfortunate. We have been in agreement thus far. Speaking of dummies, have AI run the world or a dummy like Ray?
Dummy like Ray.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dummy
Yeah.
like Ray all day. Yeah.
This is how it's been for a long time, and a lot of people have been able to take advantage, including myself, pretty much on
Exactly.
a day-to-day, 5 days a week. Keep it the same. I don't need robots checking in on me.
Exactly. And plus, if Ray is running the world, we would get preferential treatment. We would be able to have his ear and probably make significant things happen in our favor.
Yeah,
Goddamn right.
definitely.
Goddamn right.
Very good. Kiss a guy or cover yourself in poo.
Just a guy.
Because the guy. Yeah, this is.
I always knew you guys were gay. Moving on. Drive a garbage truck or drive a bulldozer.
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 Fuck yeah.
Are you kidding me? I would drive a garbage truck. I'd go through the whole fucking route. I'd fill it with garbage. I'd back it up right in Ray's fucking front yard and dump that entire fucking load right there. Just boop, boop, boop.
That's funny because I dumped my entire load on your mother's chin last night.
No.
Oh, you had a bonus. Sorry.
Bonus
Damn
question.
it. You fucking stepped all over that, Ray.
Sorry.
This
Last.
better be goddamn good.
Yes, it is. Bobby, Rich and I held your mom hostage. Okay. The only way to free her is to blow us to completion. Do you do it?
How? Is there any other?
Oh no!
What?
He's perplexed.
What? What was that fine? What did you
Yeah,
ask?
that's fine. Yeah, I'll blow you.
Gay. We'll be right back with Simple Spies right after this.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
But I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
You failed that test, fine.
You just went right to blowing. Like Rich had like several questions, very good questions, and then answered it. Rich, not gay. Vine, gay.
Which is fine. That's fine. If you're gay, like that's a really easy question to answer. And but I get more out of it. I'm also blowing, but I get to kill Ray after.
Yeah. He has questions.
I don't have to swallow. I get to spit on his dead corpse.
So wait, you blow him to completion, hold it in your mouth, kill him, then spit?
That's right. And then me and my mom walk out. Just call it negotiation, Bobby.
I just got a visual of you holding it and then killing him.
Yeah. I'm gonna stab him in the neck with a soldering iron.
With your mouth.
I'm gonna wait till he bleeds out. I'm gonna fuck him.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's art of the deal. Read a book.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some headlines of the obvious one here. This one's
nope, Simple Spies of the week, but go on.
What are we doing? Oh, that's right. Simple Spies of the week. Sorry. I got distracted.
All
Killing,
that cum in your mouth.
blowjobs and murder get me
Really riled.
Yeah, we were riled up and jacked up. I don't do any murder before after I blowjob. I do all my murders after blowjobs.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I assume happened on this luxury yacht, which failed.
Kapladı.
I think they forgot to plug the hole. Yep. They forgot to plug the hole. There goes $1 million. Right to the bottom of the sea.
Oh yeah, you gotta put the build. You gotta plug the build.
This is the best part right here. He's like, fuck, all my money's gone. What do I do now?
Look at this guy. He's like, oh, fuck.
Going down with the ship. God damn it. Don't get me.
Cannonball!
He kept his shoes on. What an idiot.
That's all he has now. He has nothing, no more money.
It's
No
nice.
more yacht.
It's nice to see that the 1%ers go down.
Who was the asshole rich guy that lost that yacht?
Some guy in Turkey. Some hair
Who's
doctor,
the asshole?
probably.
Look at that. Just do the big beginning of that video again. Look at where they're launching it. These luxury yachts are not
On their
launched from beaches. Okay. Just
Well,
show
yeah, it looked like some dirt patch shithole of wherever it was.
Wood, crane, and a hawk.
Yeah, that's good. It's being shoved off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, you know how the Titanic had all the icebergs, fucking the Morse code? That probably happened to the bottom of the boat when they forced that thing right into there.
It's being shoved off on railroad ties with a bucket.
Insane.
Yeah, you have to know things. I just like watching the
People fail.
top percenters there go down. This is not one of them, but this is real classic Simple Minds humor.
Oh, hold on, I have to figure out what it is. Okay, yep.
Peaches.
Peaches.
Yeah, Lord. Go on walking, Peaches. I know you smell like cocoa butter, love spell, and Vaseline. Lord, Hammer. You better walk, Peaches. Got a little fluid on her ankle, don't you, man? Yeah, you work it, Peaches.
Fluid on the
Yeah,
ankle.
that's it right there. Work it, Peaches. Oh, look.
Oh, no.
Somebody call an ambulance down here. I told Peaches about ordering them damn shoes off Temu. I know them Temu shoes weren't gonna hold her up.
Hard to always laugh at the misfortune.
We're gonna hold her up.
The misfortune of others is funny. This guy, I've been following this guy. Started following this guy. Is handles awful coaching on Instagram, and from what I've seen, he just yells at Bronny James. But I'm sure he has other stuff. It just makes me laugh because fuck LeBron.
I'll have to be following this guy now.
Who is teaching this dumb fuck how to play point guard? You have to attack downhill. They're in their dumbass drop coverage. Remember, Steve Kerr's brain dead. All I got to do is just keep attacking downhill, because as long as I'm attacking downhill, Trace Jackson Davis has to stay with me, and that's going to open up Jackson Hayes' role. The second you pull your dribble back, dumb fuck, now Podziemski can get back over the top, Trace Jackson Davis can recover, and you just fuck the whole thing up.
Solid point.
I respect the anger. What are
you doing, you dumb fuck?
I respect the rage, and I respect the vulgarity. Awful coaching. Instagram handle, whatever it is. All right, lastly here, this one's for Ray. Nutty Buddy.
I would say when the ice cream man pulls up, it's the best part of my day. The treats make it worth it for me to push myself to walk outside. And that's my exercise for the day.
That's my exercise. Listen to this order, Bobby. Listen to this order.
This is unbelievable.
Hey, what can I get for you today?
Lee, what's going on?
All right.
Let me get 3 sodas.
3 sodas.
2 bags of hot Funyuns.
2 bags hot for you.
A Nutty Buddy.
All right.
A strawberry shortcake.
All right.
An ice cream sandwich. 2 fudge round pies.
All right.
And Nutty Buddy. A plain Nutty Buddy.
Okay. All right. Give me a minute.
He forgot he ordered the Nutty Buddy.
Nutty Buddy. Regular Nutty Buddy.
And Nutty Buddy.
Yeah. The plain Nutty Buddy.
That ice cream driver should be ashamed of himself. Okay.
I had that thought too. I also
Why? Why?
For enabling that fat fuck.
That's when he rolled into that driveway. You know what that guy heard? Cha-ching. Because that guy
That man should be ashamed of himself.
No.
You guys are like the conflicting Republican Party. Capitalism versus fucking just pieces of shit.
Which one?
We don't do politics on the show.
Which one?
But my thought was, where does he get his money? Like he's not working.
No state.
Government.
Handicap.
But, but
Good,
I
man.
also, now this is a little bit of racism of me. Does he know what everything costs, and is he doing that math in his head, or does he already have that order and he understands he has the money to pay for it?
You think that's the first time he's ordered that?
Yeah, exactly.
It
He knows
seemed
that
like
was a $20 plus order.
It seems like yeah. All right, you're probably right. He probably understands. He's got $20 and he can get $20 worth of.
He got the state.
What are the
check.
fixins?
The fixins. It's all those fixins.
Yeah, it's the state's definitely paying for it, but not for long. We don't do politics on the show. This has been the Simple Sports Show, Friday Rewind, live October 21st. Happy birthday, dear. We'll see you next Tuesday at 8:30, you fucking idiots. Join us next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday.
See you then.
Happy birthday, Finley.
Happy birthday.